Hello, good morning. Welcome to KLR Academy. My name is Ramesh. Today's topic is rational numbers, class 8, chapter 1, rational numbers. Today we are going to discuss the introduction of this chapter. So what are the topics that we are going to discuss in this chapter? Let us discuss. First, we are going to discuss introduction, and next operations on rational numbers, and the next properties of rational numbers, and then the role of 0, the role of 1, and the existence of limits. These all topics are the basic topics for exercise 1.1. Next, the representation of rational numbers on number line. On number line, like okay, how to represent these rational numbers on number line. And the next is rational numbers between two rational numbers. Identifying rational numbers between any two rational numbers. Okay, based on these two topics, exercise 1.2. Okay, and the next is decimal representation of rational numbers, and then means rational numbers converting to decimal numbers. And the next is conversion of decimal number or decimal form to rational form. Conversion of decimal form to rational form. So these two topics are basics for third doing exercise 3. Okay. This is the content of this topic, of this chapter. So let us go for the introduction. Okay, let us go for the introduction. So the introduction is first, what is rational number? What is a rational number? Rational number means a fractional number, a fractional number, or fraction, simply a fraction. Any fractional number can be considered as a rational number. Terms and conditions apply. Okay, any fractional number, but terms and conditions apply. Okay, but what are those terms and conditions? Right. So before going to discuss this rational numbers, you have to know some little bit basic knowledge. So what are the basic knowledge that you need is you need to know a minimum knowledge related to natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers. The set of all counting numbers that you know, all these are the set of all counting numbers are known as natural number. That is good. And the set of all natural numbers including 0 can be considered as the whole numbers. And the set of all negative integers, or sorry, negative numbers or negative negative numbers and 0 and all positive numbers together we consider as the integers. Okay, so if I see these sets, if I consider this is the integer set, it is a group of integers. These are the entire range of the integers. In this, what we have: negative integers, positive integers, and 0. Negative, positive, and 0. So if I consider all positive integers can be considered as a natural numbers, and all negative integers can be considered negative natural numbers. But okay, right. So all positive integers considered as a natural numbers, and 0 positive integers together considered as whole numbers, and negative numbers 0 and positive numbers all together considered as the integers. Fine. This is the basic knowledge that is required for doing this chapter. Okay. Next is the rational number. Our next topic after this number system, we are going to discuss rational number. Okay. So what are these rational numbers? What are these rational numbers? How to define these? Okay, let us first start. Q. These rational numbers are represented with the Q. Rational numbers are represented with the Q. Q means quotient numbers. Quotient number. Q means quotient number. So quotient means what? Generally, when we divide, we'll get some answer. This answer we call it as a quotient. Yes or no? So all entire range of quotient number can be considered as a rational number. Entire range of quotient number can be considered as the rational number. Entire range of quotient number can be considered as the rational number. Okay, let us go for the rational number. So let me define. Rational numbers are not like that to define from negative number 0, positive numbers like this, but it can be defined in the form, in some form. It may be p by q form, m by n form, x by y form. Okay, any variables, any two different variables you can consider, and these two variables, this p and this q, must and should belongs to integers. This p and q should be belong to integers, and this q should not be equal to, as I said, if there is a fraction, any fraction we can consider, but terms and conditions apply. Clear? So these are the terms and conditions. So what are the conditions? P and q must be belongs to integers, and q should not be equal to 0. Means the denominator should not be equal to 0. Denominator should not be equal to 0. Clear? Okay. So let us take some examples. I'll take in place of p, in place of q, in place of p, I'll take 1. In place of q, I'll take 2. Now take this number 1 by 2. Is it belongs this 1 by 2, entire 1 by 2 number, is it belongs to natural number? Means no. Is it belongs to whole number? Means no. Is it belongs to integers? Means no. Yes. So in any of these sets, this 1 by 2 is not belong. Means it is not a part of the any of these numbers. Okay. Then it is a part of the rational numbers. Okay. Clear. Let me take one more example. 3 by 5 is a rational number. Okay. Minus 7 by 3. It is also a rational number. Minus 7 by minus 8. It is also a rational number. Okay. So any number in the numerator by denominator. But the condition is what? P and q belongs to what? Integers. Integers means what? Integers are the set of all negative numbers. The set of all negative numbers, 0 and all positive numbers. Sir, no. Set of all positive numbers. Clear? And so this p and this q should be of this range. One more condition is what? This should not be, the q should not be equal to 0. The q should not be equal to 0. Sir, there is a, if you ask the question, sir, if q is equal to 0, then what happens? Question. If q is equal to 0, then what happens? If q becomes 0, then what happens? Let us discuss with a small example. What I say these all are, this q means quotient number. Q means quotient number. Let me take 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means 2 is dividing 1. This 2 is dividing 1 means 2. Okay. Okay, you take 0.25 10 remainder 0. So here quotient you are getting. Are you getting a quotient? Yes, we are getting a quotient. As we are getting quotient, this value, this number belongs to rational number. Okay. Let me take one more. One more example. 3 by 5. 3 by 5. Let me take minus 3 by 5, no problem. Divide it. Divide it. Put this minus for the answer. Enough. No need to take it. Again 0. 0.56 30. Remainder 0. Are you getting quotient? Yes. If you are getting quotient, means quotient you are getting means this is what is a rational number. Clear? Right. So what are not rational numbers? What are not rational? See, I will take this root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2. Do you know what is, in which table you are getting root 3? In which table you are getting root 3? So that you will get a question. Remainder should be equal to 0 and you get a question. In which table? In 2 multiplies. In which multiple of 2 you are getting root 3? Are you getting? Yes. Root 3 value approximately 1.732 it seems, right? So this value will you get? So it is important. Okay. If you are getting also, there is a approximate value. Okay. For approximation, we are not considering. So this root 3 by 2, this root 3 by 2 is not a rational number. Why? One more way we can say. This root 3 is not a part of rational number. This root 3 is not a part of integer. So what is the condition? P and Q belongs to, P and Q must belongs to integer. Clear? Okay. Now our question is what? If Q becomes 0, if Q becomes a 0, if Q becomes 0, then what happens? If Q becomes 0, then what happens? See, let us consider 2 by 0. Divide this 2 with 0. Divide this 2 with 0. So in which table you will get, in which multiple of 0 you will get 2. So that the remainder is 0. So you cannot get 2 in any multiple of 0. So you won't get any quotient here. Okay. This is for that the Q should not be equal to 0. Sir, can P be 0? Yes, maybe 0 by something. 0, see, you take reverse of this, 0 by 2. So divide this 0 with 2. So 2 into 0, 2 0 is 0. Clear? So you are getting a quotient. So 0 by 2 is a rational number. Okay, right, fine. Fine, sir. Yeah, all these numbers are rational numbers. Fine. One more question. This 10, I'm considering 10, only 10. Is it a rational number? Is it a rational number? Means yes, it is a rational. How can we say any number? If it is single number, if it belongs to integers, then it is also belongs to rational number. Why? Means by default it will have a denominator as 1. Okay, it will have denominator as 1. So that becomes a 10. So this is also rational number. Finally, let me conclude for introduction topic. Let me conclude this topic of this introduction. See here. All quotient, this is the set of all quotient numbers. Quotient number means any number which can be written in the form of P by Q, where P comma Q belongs to Z and Q should not be equal to 0. And Q should not be equal to 0. So all the numbers like P by Q form. Okay, I am considering all integers. See, P and Q belongs to integers. Okay, integers is this range. Okay, integers also contain whole number. Okay, in whole number, what will be there? Natural number. So this is the natural numbers, this is whole numbers, integers, and it is the rational number. So I can say that all natural numbers are rational, but all rational numbers are not natural. Okay, all natural numbers are in whole numbers, but all whole numbers are not natural numbers. Next, all natural numbers are integers. All natural numbers are integers, but all integers are not natural. Okay, right? And all sorry, all rational numbers are natural numbers, but all rational numbers need not to be natural. Okay. Similarly, it follows the same. All whole numbers are rational numbers, but all rational numbers are not whole numbers. Here, all whole numbers are natural numbers, and except one, except zero. See, integers. Only positive integers are natural numbers. Okay, only positive integers are natural numbers. As zero doesn't have positive or negative sign, it is a neutral number. So we can include in zero, we can consider whole numbers. Okay, so all the numbers, natural numbers, whole numbers, integers are part of rational. Okay, right? This is the introduction topic. In the next class, we go for the operations on rational numbers. And okay, thank you.